countdown. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What's going on, everybody? Oh boy, it's one of those days. One of those days. So, uh, current conditions and climates of, yeah, everything. Everything to do with the shooting sports. Well, everything I've been seeing, I haven't liked. Oh, I'll probably get in trouble for this one if I say too much, but let's not talk about 2A. What about 4A? I think that has something to do with the right to private property. So that's a good thing to have that right. Yeah, I like that. Just hopping on. With all the stuff that's being proposed, might as well start it out like this and just run everything. I don't remember last time when we talked about pistol brace issues. It seemed that everybody ended up calling. Everybody did a good job, and seems like we're gonna have to do that again, probably in the next month or two, because of some of the proposed actions. So I would say, get ready to do that. Uh, aside from that, I did not get any video this weekend of anything that we went out and trained, and it was pretty cool. Why didn't I get video? Because I was running around doing stuff myself, and it was just too much fun, and I was just into it. I've been trying to increase my capabilities with the pistol, and it seemed to do pretty good this weekend. I had a couple shots. Oh, man, I could have kicked myself for. I was like, what? I missed that? And then they were at close ranges, but it was like shots, mag change, rifle, transition into pistol, and then I missed a pistol shot at a ridiculously close range. We'll say 5 yards or something. I'll miss it at 5 yards, and we'll step all the way back out to 25 and have no problem. But I missed the time. I was just going too quick. There's got to be an even between that, sometimes you'll end up pushing yourself to go as fast as you possibly can. Just like fighting, I'm sitting here going as fast as you possibly can. But with being as accurate still as you possibly can is the big thing, because it doesn't matter how fast you do something if you miss. So if you miss, it doesn't count anyway. You deduct time off of your drill for that, and that just pushes your time back anyway. So the accuracy's got to be something. So if your time's a little bit slower and you're still getting on target, I've seen a lot of stuff where people are talking about, wow, that guy's a really good shooter. That guy's this, he's that, and then if it came down to tactics, or if it came down to an actual issue, we don't know that. You see where I'm going with this? You don't know that they're actually going to be able to, besides just possibly perform under stress, or if there's an actual situation. It's a little bit different running around, what do they call, flat range, and doing everything. It doesn't matter if you're shooting around corners. It doesn't matter if you're shooting from a barricade. These things are good. The stress of the timer is good. There's no like force on force, like judo, wrestling. When I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you'll know if the technique works with some of that stuff. Now, there's some martial studies that will have less impact. There's not pressure testing, shall we say. I know if I could do the judo throw because I have to be able to do it. If you can't do it, why would you do it? So, kind of the same thing with the guns. And you know about what your time is, you know what everything is. But if you're missing a shot here and there, or if just all the stars and everything have to align for you to be able to get your shot, it's kind of Yeah. How's that going to work out for you in case you ever had to actually defend yourself? So, we do some airsoft stuff. The airsoft stuff is, I probably don't do enough. It's good because you're testing your tactics at that rate. Shooting around stuff, shooting at someone who's shooting at you, getting that kind of practice, paintball, like the whole thing. That's all good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good practice. It's kind of like having a heavy bag. At least you're getting impact when you're hitting something. You're not getting shot flag by elbow on that. As much as I could for. But it's all good stuff, and you're always gonna want to try to get faster. You're always gonna want to try to do better. I feel like I did okay though this weekend. It was all right. We've got a CPL class coming up at the Allegan Conservation Club. 24th, not this weekend, next weekend. I think it's full. Those classes have been like full every time, max capacity. But aside from that, I don't know if our calendar was updated for rifle training. That would be something to look into. I'm definitely not the tech guy on this one. If it wasn't for the Homestead Survivalist, the website stuff would be at brasstraining.com would be ridiculous. Even put that crazy picture of me up there. But he could do the calendars, he could do all that, so I just don't have a clue. And we're actually looking for another spot or two. There's a couple more ranges that we're in the process of talking to get an extra day out there. Whether that's for the rifle or for the pistol with the pistol training. So they're all good things. It's all good stuff. Hump day gun talking. No one's talking to me. I like how that works. I might ditch this hump day thing. It's starting to drive me nuts, I guess. I could have went to bed already. Yeah. Yeah, right. If I wasn't doing this, eventually the brain starts going, and I'm digging through stuff and I'm looking at stuff and go, oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, which reminds me. Pull that one out. I got to do something with that. I need to do something with that afterwards. Do you guys have radios? Comms, I guess you'd call them. Comms, yeah, communication. I don't think we'll get my buddy. I don't think he's. Oh. I don't think he can hear me. It's probably not on. These things are. Watch him call back and start screaming at me. He didn't say nothing. He leaves his on a lot more than I do. These were, I think they came in like a 6-pack or something like that. So a few of us got them. I think they were like 50 mile or something like that, but they only work where I'm at for maybe like almost 3 miles, 2.5 miles, something like that, 3 miles maybe. Good to have though. Bad situation. And an SHTF scenario where you still have some sort of power, I guess, if it wasn't if it wasn't one of those EMP situations. Oh, look at this mess. Anyways, looking at some of these for my buddy. I don't know what you guys are up to. We're up to like 9 minutes. I don't know. Someone popped on there for a second. And, yeah. About what it is today. Today's been like blah all day. Woke up, went to work. It's kind of a blah day altogether. That's kind of... I don't know what it kind of is. It's kind of, whatever. Yeah, those are hot rays too. I need to keep them up. Those ones. I don't know what you guys have been up to. I've been seeing the ammunition everywhere. There's ammo everywhere right now. It's, The Remington factory's opening back up. I thought Federal bought out that the ammo spot. I'm not completely sure, but they bought it out, and then now they've hired hundreds of people, and I guess they're running 24/7. That should be good for us at some point, because that's gonna turn out to just more ammunition on the shelf. I know Remington, they did what, 223, they do 9 mil. I think I got some of their 9 millimeter. I got some of their 9 millimeter still. I actually found some of that maybe a month ago. 9 millimeter at a store locally, $12.99. I probably told you on here. I probably said something about that, but even if they just do 223, then and they don't do any 5.56, it would still relieve some of the pressure on the market. And coming up with 22 ammo, coming up with primers, that would be awesome. If it would just, we had primers at a store over here locally, and couldn't even get there in time. And they were doing like 2 boxes, I think, per customer once a week. Not even once a day. It was like once a week. And yeah, they were gone before I heard about it. By the time I got there, they were gone. Even 200 rounds. Okay, I'm happy. We got everything else. We just need more primers. And we would have just, what's that, 200 rounds? That would have been 200 rounds of AR. We could have loaded up. Just one more thing we'd have to practice. We'd have some practice ammo, so it wouldn't be a horrible thing. It'd actually be kind of nice, but I couldn't get there in time. It went that quick. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I am getting that compensator for the full-size rifle. Should be here like any day. I ordered it like last week, like I think right before the live stream last week, and I know it's like en route or something. They said something. I got to check the tracking on that one, but either way, not a bad setup. Once I get that thing on there, I'm hoping that's the last little bit of muzzle flip that I get, and then everything else to do with that rifle will be all my fault. No more excuses. Hoping to shave another half a second off my time. See, there we go, fighting that clock again. Well, we were yelling at each other a little bit this weekend, trying to push each other, and I always seem to do better. I don't know what it is when I've got that. You know, I'm getting just grilled about something. I usually just do better. It's weird. It adds that sense of urgency that I gotta do this. I gotta do it now. Quick, reload, go, go, go. It just speeds me up. It makes me feel like I'm doing something, I guess. Instead of just, yep, I'm running the motions, I'm getting my hits, even though I missed a couple of really close with the pistol. Who misses with a pistol on a 66% silhouette at 5 yards? I don't care how fast you're going. Usually that's like point and shoot. You don't even aim. You're at 5 yards. You ping. Oh, no problem. And it's not that much of a distance that we have the rifle target versus the steel. We're not shooting the rifle at that. We're shooting at a little circle or a little square box on the rifle. You got your little offset, no problem. Or we'll shoot the double circle, you know, 1 round mag change, 1 round with the rifle, fling it over, pull the pistol out, bing. These things should not be that hard. And then we moved to 10 yards. Okay, I hit everyone. And we moved to 15, hit everyone. It was miserable. And then I get back up close to where I could just go like this and like that, and I'd miss again. Yeah. Pushing myself. But I'm loving that battle belt setup. I'll tell you what. That is a comfortable setup. Had it on for hours. A little bit with my chest rig gets kind of annoying depending on what I'm doing and how far I have the chest rig down on that. It's because I'm double magged on the chest rig, so they kind of sit. If you pull over the outside, then I can't get to my magazines off the belt. But you put it to the inside, it just still seemed like it was a little bit tight. Love the chest rig. Love the belt setup. Two different things is what it's going to end up being for me. Or maybe I'll end up taking out the two mags on the back end and putting them on the more of the front on the right side, as long as it still doesn't get in the way of the rifle. Haven't completely messed with that. Both, I like them both. They're both definitely convenient to have and definitely worth having. I like them both. Easier to move the magazines around. It's just easy to take the mags in and out of. Nothing falls out. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Go right to the next magazine. Right to the next magazine. If you had, I couldn't even imagine being in a situation where you had to just keep pulling mags out. If you had that much of a problem, it'd be a pretty bad problem. I don't know much what to say today. I am like just about burnt out. I took some more video. I have some video that I had that I'll probably be posting up. I don't mind doing some of those quick shorts or whatever they call them. You just gotta like vertical videotape everything, but I don't mind doing some of those here and there. Popped one on yesterday about just overall awareness, alertness, paying attention, what's going on around you, your surroundings, and not bad. Something to remember. We had just ran out and I parked. She went in the store and I was just kind of sitting there, and it was kind of like, yeah, But that's when crazy stuff happens out of nowhere, and with all this unrest right now, it's probably an extremely good. My area last year had some of the protesting. We had a little bit this week so far, but it's all been pretty quiet, not too bad, just signs, and everybody's pretty much laid back. But you just don't want to get to that point where you're in a wrong situation. That's what we're trying to avoid by paying attention, even just driving down the road, walking down the road. Doesn't matter where you're going, what you're doing, paying attention. It's a big thing. I used to say I'm so broke I can't afford to pay attention. But you have to pay attention. No matter how much money you have. No matter if you're broke or you're paid. It just doesn't matter. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys got going on. And I'm going to have to decide about this. Oh, one more thing. The poll. I got to pull up the poll. Ooh, look at that too. Got a sick little case for the phone. That thing's crazy, right? I like that. I did not pull up the poll. Where's that poll? Did a poll like the best SHTF round. Okay. Wow, a lot less votes than last time. I did look at it first thing this morning. It was like 380 and 45. I was like, the two best SHTF pistol rounds, right? I did 380, 40, 9mm, 22, and 45. 22 and 40 got 0 votes so far. 380 got 10%. I mean, I would say 22 myself personally before the 380, right? And then the 45 got 30%, and 9mm so far has 60%. So, yeah, interesting. Then, of course, we have Brent on there who says 308 in the comments. Yeah, why not? Hey, you got a pistol in 308. Why not? That's definitely that would be a great round. So I'll probably pop up another poll just because it's interesting to find out what people think about what weapon or what caliber or what anything. Maybe an AK versus AR poll or something like that, or best rifle caliber for SHTF. Right? So, all right, don't forget to like, comment, share. Sorry, I'm like dead today. I'm beat. Not even spring cleaning. I've been pretty steady past couple days. Like, raw, tons of energy. Let's go. And today's just been a flop for me. Everybody's had those days, but I'm still gonna hop off of here, and I still got stuff to do. I'm gonna keep going. It doesn't matter. I think you just gotta keep going, keep pushing, and I'll be back on at some point. I'll be posting up some videos. Probably in the next couple days, I'll pop up another one. I don't remember. I have one that we did about a month ago on that QRF book from Tackleberry Solutions. That I sat down with Homestead Survivalist and we just talked a little bit about what we thought about it. And we actually did just get one of his other books recently that I haven't finished. It's been chaos, but I'm still digging through that one, and I'd recommend a lot of this stuff. It's tactics, because you could be the best shooter in the world, and it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to do the best under certain circumstances. And in a horrible situation, you might have no tactics whatsoever. Best shooter ever. You could be like a John Wick or something, right? He hits everybody every time. But you notice he's got like a bulletproof suit on? It's because, I don't know, he gets hit on there, doesn't he? He does. It's interesting. Competition shooters are just good shooters. But then everything seems to come down to tactics. I've seen really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. Just, why did he do that? Why didn't he just... And then that's where they get taken. Or same with judo. I've seen some guys that have incredible throws. They just can't set them up right. It's kind of weird. It's just like boxing. You got a guy who's pretty fast. He's pretty strong. You think, but his head's not on right or something. He's not breaking it down. He's not breaking the fight down to the way it has to be broke down. I think there's a lot to be said for tactics, and that's where I kind of like that airsoft. Like I said, a little bit of back and forth. It gives you ideas of where you should be, how you should be. It's giving you that practice of a little bit of force on force, kind of like the judo or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. Keep training. Everybody keep training. Don't ever stop training. Well, I don't have food up here right now. I gotta go buy more food. Maybe this weekend I'll get another bucket. You get a couple buckets stacked up, and then you start spreading them all over the place or whatever. And we've been still doing our Dollar Tree runs for the extra food. And not a bad thing. Current status and situation of the world. I would keep prepping. Alright, I don't have much more today, guys. Everybody knows my whole spiel. It's always like, buy more food, you need more ammo. Keep training, you gotta keep training. Hey, don't just shoot, you should be boxing. Oh, what about stick fighting? What about knife fighting, right? So, keep up the good work. You're doing good. At least someone told you you're doing good today, right? Have a good night. First time here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm going to have to think about this whole live thing. It's starting to... I'm probably just going to start doing it random. Is what I'm thinking. Or pop something up like I see everybody else do. 30 minutes before we go live. I might end up starting to do something like that or something before I do it. Because it seems like sometimes I get 20 people on here. Sometimes I get nobody. It's like, where's everybody? I do it every day. Same time every week. But this springtime stuff. Man, look at them big fat 45s. Big old fat 45s. Reload. No, not reloaded, but loaded. Hornady XTP. Those are foot bullets. Anyways, have a good night.